Hey y'all, well, it's a beautiful day here on Whidbey Island. You can hear the kids playing, screaming in the background. Not my kids, I don't know who they are. It's about 70 degrees today, but it's a nice 70 degrees. And I'm out here on the back porch today, as you can see. Uh, it's nice and shady out here. This is my version of a shade tree. And today I want to talk to you more about that marble. Some people asked me, they wanted to know more information about it. And so in addition to the other two videos I've made referencing the marble, today I wanted to talk to you about the concept of the Sastun. And I'm going to be referring to two sources today because the Sastun comes out of the Mayan healing culture. It's a device used by Mayan shamans and healers. So I'm going to be referring to Hoodoo and Conjure New Orleans. It has a number of contributors, but it was edited by Denise Alvarado of CreoleMoon.com. That's CREOLE.com. You can get this magazine there or at Amazon. And I was an assistant editor and contributor on this edition as well. And one of the articles in here is Mystery of the Sacred Sastun and the Trinity of Stones. Interviewed Winsome by Reverend Roots. And here she has a picture of her Sastun. You could see it right there. Alright. I'm also going to be referencing Sastun, My Apprenticeship with a Mayan Healer, written by Rosita Arvigo with Nadine Epstein. And this is all about an American woman living in Belize or Brazil in the 60s and 70s who apprenticed with a Mayan healer and his Sastun. And I want to show you, there's a picture of his Sastun in here. This is him holding his Sastun, and in the book it's actually described as a translucent green marble. So I want to read a passage from this article by Winsome. This is actually an introduction to the interview between Winsome and Reverend Roots, and I believe it was written by Denise Alvarado. It says, a Sastun, meaning stone of light or clear stone, is a sacred divination object and source of spiritual power that has been used by Mayan shamans, that's H''MENS, which means shamans, since ancient times. It is believed that finding a Sastun is a gift from the spirits, Balaam, and provides the person who finds it a means of communicating with them and for tapping into their power. The discovery of a Sastun is a sign that the individual has been chosen by the ancestors and spirits to walk the path of powerful healer and diviner. This article contains a transcription of an interview conducted by Reverend Roots with Winsome, who shares the mystery surrounding the discovery of her sacred Sastun and the Trinity of Stones. So, the Sastun is, it could be a crystal, a stone, it could be a marble. In fact, in the book Sastun, the healer's Sastun was actually described as a green translucent marble. It's people who are healers pray for a Sastun, but not everyone gets one. The way a Sastun comes to a healer is they either find it, for example, they're just walking along somewhere, or they walk out of a room, it's not there, they walk back into the room, boom, it's suddenly there, or it's suddenly just in front of them. Or someone else finds the Sastun, but it's not theirs. They find it and they feel like, this isn't mine, I need to give this to so-and-so, this belongs to someone else. those are the two ways I know of that a person comes into the Sastun. The Sastun is considered a gift from the Mayan spirits, and my understanding is that because of the influence of Catholicism in South America, the cosmology consists of, there's God and the angels and the saints, and then under them are the 9 benevolent Mayan spirits. Then there's sort of us on the earth plane, and then there's 9 malevolent spirits. One of the malevolent spirits is the night wind, and that's why a lot of people in Brazil or whatnot, even though it's hot at night, they close their windows and doors to keep the night wind from coming in and bringing sickness. The shamanic healers, they work with God, the angels, and the Mayan spirits. And there are 2 ways that the Sastun is used. Number 1 is basically what we call scrying or crystal gazing. And it's also used in some instances to cast spells. When a person receives a Sastun, it will communicate with them mostly through their dreams or speak to them in some way. Not literally speak to them. They'll hear things in their head or see pictures in their mind. The Sastun is prayed over when you first get it, and it is also prayed over and cleansed with whiskey every Friday. It is used to diagnose and heal physical and spiritual illnesses. A lot of times the healer will start out using native plants and herbs to prescribe cures for physical illness, and then sometimes they will need to use their Sastun to communicate with the 9 benevolent spirits to figure out what's going wrong with this person. Why is this person sick? Why are they not getting better? Is it a physical cause? Is there a physical cure with a plant, or is this a spiritual cause that would require a spiritual treatment? One example of a spiritual disease is called Susto, which is when a person has such a fright they lose a little piece of their soul, and so they don't feel whole. And so the shaman has to find that piece of missing soul and put it back in the person's body so that they're whole again. That's an example of a spiritual illness. Pretty much that, and I am in no way saying that this marble I found is a Sastun for me, even though I have already walked the path of the healer. In 20-something years ago when I studied Wicca, I did practice hands-on healing. I do have the gift for it. I just don't get a chance to practice it much anymore, but I do some types of long-distance healings, and if people are interested in that, that's something I can make a video about. And again, I don't want to walk down the path of cultural appropriation. I'm just want to put this information out there because people wanted to know more information about the marble, and this was something that I knew about. And there are similarities between using the marble, how the African shaman used the marble to communicate with spirits to prescribe healings and do spells, and how the Mayan shaman does the same thing. It could be very well that I am supposed to pass this on to someone else. We'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I have to say about the Sastun. But if you want more information, again, I recommend my apprenticeship with a Mayan healer. It's called Sastun by Rosita Arvigo. This is the cover. It is available at Amazon. And there's this wonderful article by Winsome in Hoodoo and Conjure New Orleans, which is available at Amazon.com. Anyway, that's it for this video. It's a beautiful day. I hope wherever you are, it's beautiful, and you get to enjoy this day as much as I have.